back to Dinner and a Show. I'm Brian.
I'm Tanner.
And we just finished off the Before Sunrise trilogy.
Yeah.
Directed by Linklater.
Yeah,
Richard Linklater.
Yeah, Richard Linklater.
And
co-written by Julie Delpy and Nathan Hawke, who star as the central couple here.
And who were credited this time.
And who were nominated for Oscars for writing it.
Yeah.
Adapted screenplay, because according to the Academy rulebook, all sequels are adaptations. I don't get it either.
Interesting rules, but yeah, so we just finished the last two movies of the trilogy, but Before Sunset and then Before Midnight.
Right, that's it.
And they actually do take place before sunset and before midnight, so that was really cool. Before we start, we have our dinner. I have some jumbo popcorn chicken from Sonic, not a sponsor.
Nice. I have graham crackers and milk.
Interesting combination.
It's like eating Golden Grams. I just take some graham crackers and just split them up.
Nothing like some good old popcorn chicken. But
Soggy, smushy.
Oh yeah. And we decided to do this together, all in one sitting, because it was, they're pretty similar in style. And just in delivery and execution.
Like the first film. Both these sequels are very dialogue driven, very character driven, and the locale, because the first one takes place in Vienna, the second one takes place in Paris.
This one takes place in Greece.
Yeah, and
I forget what city, but
and there's all these conversations about life, about love, about philosophy, and there's it's like an American version of an Eric Romer film, and Linklater is really great at this sort of thing.
Ethan Hawke's character Jesse is very much into philosophy.
Yeah.
Whereas
he's an author, so he's very artistic, and me being a screenwriter, I sometimes like to delve into parts of the human psyche, so I can sort of see where he's coming from when he's talking about where he gets inspiration for certain things from everyday mundane material, and it's just really fascinating to listen to.
And Celine is the more political one.
When they're together, they you feel that chemistry, but because of these differing personality traits, that also has room for many arguments, many disagreements on certain things, and that leads
they're very different.
Yeah.
In the first movie, it was more played for charm, and they were getting to know each other, and it was just they thought of their little quirks as cute.
Right.
Well, now that they've had a life together, it's kind of it's starting to show that it's annoying.
That's right, because Before Sunset, it showed them 9 years after they've had their special night together. They haven't seen each other since. And Before Midnight, they have spent the 9 years together, and they
have two kids, twins.
Yeah. So they've spent all this time together. They know all the buttons to push. Whenever there's a certain argument and they're trying to get the upper hand, they know exactly how to get that.
Yeah.
That leads to a very uncomfortable final final sequence. There's an entire sequence. It's a half hour long, I think, in Before Midnight, in the final act of the film, and it's just really comfortable to watch. It's like watching a real couple arguing.
Like I said, I think in the Before Sunrise, the dialogue is very natural. The actors do not sound like they're speaking from a script, but they're speaking, as if that's how they naturally talk. I always respect that and admire people that can write like that.
Yeah.
So Linklater, Hawke, and Delpy.
Yeah.
Sorry. They are terrific screenwriters for being able to do this. Mm-hmm. Jesse will say something about, his kid Henry, who from his previous marriage, that, he wants to spend more time with him, and then Celine gets all upset about him keep bringing that up, and then about the job that she has, and
because
the move.
Because the only way for him to spend time with his kid is if he, Celine, and their daughters, they moved up to America and spend more time with his son. But to do that, she would have to
give up that government job that she was being offered. Yeah. And she doesn't like that. She wants to, have that independence and have that, freedom to pursue her career goals and dreams.
Yeah, and this was
already. She feels like that.
And this was already set up early on, in the film, because there's an opening scene in which Jesse and his son have just spent the summer together. He's seeing him off, and then he talks to Celine about it, like as they drive away. So that elephant in the room has already been addressed, like way before it comes back into play.
Yeah, it's just the car in the very beginning, right?
Yeah. And then in the final act, that's pretty much what starts the argument. Like they're about to like be very romantic, and then that issue gets addressed again, and it just escalates into something a little more heavy.
We've talked a lot about the third film, a lot in our discussion, which is great because it was the most recent one we watched, obviously.
It's still fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
Like we're filming this immediately after we watched it before midnight.
And we finished it after midnight. Coincidence. No, but yeah, before sunset was also very good and smart. I especially loved the way that they record. Like all three movies, they kind of have a central. They all have a certain style, like the same style. And one of my favorite things that I liked was the long shot scenes of just Jesse and Celine walking and talking.
I think the longest take is probably 11 minutes.
Oh yeah, and it's long. I think now before sunrise did it the longest without any cuts. But I will say that Before Sunset was really good in doing that too. They did a few cuts, just to see like maybe a dog or something like that. But
the goats,
or the goats. Yeah, it was just really, just really cool. But they had each movie has a theme, and for the second one, it was just kind of like, all right, they see each other, first time in 9 years. What are they going to do?
Yeah, and how much have they changed, like in the 9 years, like since they last saw each other? And how much have they not changed?
Like, are they actually happy with their lives? Do they regret, or are there decisions that they regret, from their first meeting?
And is this fate? Are they given a second chance?
Yeah, basically. And
it leads to one of my favorite endings of any movie. I
was not expecting that ending. I was like, man, he's not going to make that plane.
He knows that. He just wants to stay with her.
Usually and I guess it's because we don't spend any time with Jesse's ex-wife or former wife.
Oh, we spend no time in America even.
Yeah. I always have a very strong guard or wall against the type of films whose premise is, a main character has a marriage and the spouse divorces because either they're unhappy, because I usually think, that's just stupid and immature of a marriage. If you're gonna, you got married, you're sticking it for life, if you think you're boring, then...
Yeah, I think they touched upon that in Before Sunset as well. Like, he got married, like, probably just to be married because everything around him and because of what he's feeling. He's still young, he's still kind of dumb.
Yeah, he got married for the wrong reasons. And because of that, it just kind of frizzled and died out. And I don't know if he tried to, make things work or not, but it didn't look like he was trying. And that kind of, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Crazy Stupid Love was a movie that annoyed me,
God.
And I won't get on that speech, but similar situation.
Screw that movie.
Yeah. I don't think they went to as many places. I think they just went on a boat, went to a cafe shop.
You see a lot of Paris in this movie, like...
not the Eiffel Tower, thankfully.
Yeah, that's true. But they walk through the alleyways, they walk through the garden paths, they get on a boat, they see Notre Dame. They see a lot of places. They go to a cafe.
Yeah, it was great. We just see parts of Paris that we don't usually see in movies, because they always show the Eiffel Tower. They're like,
it's too obvious.
There's something else besides the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Besides, Julie Delpy already jumped off the Eiffel Tower in American Werewolf in Paris. I don't think she wants to go back there.
No.
Yes, I do remember that movie.
Wow.
I do remember she was in that movie, but whatever.
No, it's fine.
We're not going to talk about that.
I think there was regret in not exchanging numbers or not writing each other, not calling each other, not. But then they talk because Jesse wrote a book based on their experience, and that one night, and want to say that, yeah, Celine, she was ticked off that he wrote that book. Like, I think she just blew up at him because
she reveals at that time that she was very unlucky in love with like many different guys.
Yeah, she wanted a good relationship, but she felt like that he stole it from her.
And those guys that she was with found a good relationship. It just wasn't with her.
Yeah, and she was frustrated with that. And
then
that whole book brought back those memories, and
yeah,
she just felt like she was trapped. So she was basically like, screw him. Yeah. And I mean, those kind of, they had very good and emotional, like, climactic scenes. It was great. Like, this movie did not, or both movies, all three of them really, did not have an antagonist. Yeah, like a physical antagonist.
You don't need that stuff. Life is the antagonist.
Yeah, life's the antagonist. Yeah, and each
regrets, resentment, all the emotions really, as well as life and time. That's the antagonist.
Yeah, and they were antagonists towards each other at certain points, especially in Before Midnight, because the last 30 minutes are a huge old fight about their desires and goals and what they actually want. So it was. They're a bunch of messed up people. They're two messed up people trying to live life. And
do you think that there will be another film?
I hope not.
Do you think we'll see another Before film in 2022?
I hope not. If they are going to make one, it's probably going to be before retirement.
At age 50?
People retire at 50.
Well, I mean, I don't think they would.
If he's a successful author and she's a successful political jock.
Not that successful.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
it's subjective. I hope they don't, because I usually like trilogies to stay trilogies. Right. I liked both movies a lot. They're really well made, well written. I mean, there are a few films that I like solely for, or mostly for dialogue that get me. Like Good Will Hunting was one that I love the dialogue for. That's just one example. I give both films a pretty good, I wouldn't say a good secret handshake. It was a good experience. I would probably watch them again, probably watch all three, together.
Did you watch Before Sunrise again?
Yeah, I did this morning.
Would you change your rating?
I did. Yeah, I would change my rating. I watched it again. That's actually my favorite out of the three.
Okay.
So I'll give that a higher secret handshake than the other two. But all three have equally wonderful themes about them that are both challenging and something that, ones in relationships should consider.
And that is exactly why I'm giving both, actually all three movies, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight, I give all three of them a secret handshake. Because of those themes and because of the dialogue, because of the characters, because of the depths, because of the compelling arguments, the compelling conversations. I will take this over my dinner with Andre any day. I think a better way to describe it would be romances for people who don't normally like romances.
That's a good one, yeah. Because it doesn't have, it's not like a When Harry Meets Sally ending.
It doesn't have any of those tropes you see in most romance films.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's no antagonist, there's no third act misunderstanding or anything like that.
Thank God, I hate misunderstandings.
These are just movies about watching people live their lives.
Yeah, and as things get older, new problems arise. So each movie has a different stage of love.
Yeah,
that
because the first one is about what might be. Before Sunset is about what could be. Before Midnight is about what is. Yeah, and we hope that you solve your love squabbles better than they did. Yeah.
Oh, because, they're a mess.
It can get pretty ugly.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Dinner at a Show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Facebook page is below. Like it. It's pretty awesome. And we'll continue having more reviews. It's February. we're definitely going to watch 500 Days of Summer.
Oh yes.
So I'm bracing for it, but I'm looking forward to it as well. So I'm Brian.
I'm Tanner.
And we will see you at the movies.